यात्रा करने वाले यात्रियों को सुविधा प्राप्त होगी। धन्यवाद।
Honorable Member Sri M.K. Raghavan.
नेरळ पासून पहिली होती बंद केली आता वर आहे ना.
Discussion of the demand for grants with respect to railways. Sir, Indian Railways is our pride and no doubt about it. Railways not only connects places but peoples too. It has been helpful in connecting various cultures together. Sir, Kerala is totally neglected with respect to railway sector, sir. Unfortunately, we have a bitter experience on development of railway due to stepmother attitude to Kerala by center. Sir, let me explain a bit of history here. As per the Journal of the Royal Asiatic Society of Great Britain and Ireland, the establishment of railroads could lead to development of resources of India. As a result of the minutes of 1853, Lord Dalhousie laid the roadmap for train railways in India. Sir, I say this because there existed the Madras line for Indian Railways that ended up at Bepur port, which is in my constituency. So Bepur was very much in the railway map of British. Sadly, it is now not in the railway map of India. So I would like to make a few requests to the Honourable Minister through you, sir. Sir, considering the volume of traffic and the profit it generates, Kerala needs a separate railway zone. Two big projects of the railways have not seen light, sir. One of them is Tirunavaya Guruvayur line, and other is the Shabri line. I request the government to explore ways to make this a reality. So, central government was kind enough to bring in railways to ports and airports. In my constituency, however, no railways are connected to Bepur port as well as to Karipur airport. With respect to this, I request you to urgently consider Farrokh Karipur Angadipuram railway line project, which is pending with the railway board for some time, sir. This will enable the development of both Bepur as well as Karipur, sir. Sir, a dedicated third line for cargo passage is a must considering the present circumstances. I request the government to undertake a survey for the construction of dedicated third line for cargo movement through Kerala on an urgent basis. This will enable passenger train movement quite faster. Sir, I request you to provide us with more trains. Existing trains such as Yeshwantapur-Kannur Express via Mangalore should be extended to Kozhikode railway station. Also, provision for the day express to Bangalore from Kozhikode is an urgent necessity. This will help large number of the commuters between Kozhikode and Bangalore. I also request you to expedite the elevation of the Kozhikode railway station to international standard by immediate consideration of Kozhikode railway station redevelopment master plan and install the pit line at West Hill, Calicut. So, with respect to passenger amenities, I request you the following. Sir, one more memo and passenger train connectivity has to be provided between Kozhikode and Thrissur and between Kozhikode and Kannur. So, two, we request the railways to provide us with more Janashatabdi trains and to upgrade the existing ones to Vande Bharat Express trains. Three, safety of a women must be ensured in all trains by providing for RPF in all compartments. In the present coaches, there is no provision to know the station. I request the Railway Minister to have LED displays, route maps and announcements on the periodic basis at all compartments. For more general coaches should be added so that regular commuters find it easy to travel. Sir, one of the most important concerns is the quality of food being served in the railways. Sadly, it is not up to mark, sir. Sir, whether it is vada or dosha served at railway platform or at any hotel, the ingredients remains the same. Sir, but the vada served in the railways taste poor when compared to retail outlets. This is the case with the food served at the platforms also. The government must make a note of it and make sure that food served at the platform and on train is of good quality. A coffee on board, a train and coffee from the vendor at Kozhikode tastes quite different, sir. Although both are made from the same brew coffee mixer. One is made of water, sir, whereas other is made of pure milk, sir. Sir, number 5, accessibility to senior citizens is quite important, sir. I request the railways to reserve seats for senior citizens. I also request to restore the concession facility for senior citizens at the earliest. Sir, railways suffers from massive staff shortage. So without staff strength, how can we ensure efficient administration, sir? So my humble submission, periodic recruitment has to be done to make sure that required staffs are always available. Existing railway traffic system has to be modernized across India. So last but not the least, railways should constitute a division-wise monitoring committee meetings on the regular basis for timely implementation of the project. There should be a mechanism at the grassroots level to monitor whether capital expenditure is undertaken by railways for the benefit of the common man. So I wish to remind this House that during the first 8 months of 5-year plan, 21-22 out of the total capex for the Indian Railway for the physical, which is 1,07,100 rupees, rupees 1,07,100 crore, the national transporter could spend only about rupees 65,331 crore rupees, sir. This is a subject matter that this August House should debate upon, since most of the capital expenditure being allotted to railways often goes unspent, sir. If you study last 3 years statistics, we will understand these figures. A cause of concern is regarding the operating ratio of railways, sir.
Yes.
So please, sir, 1 second, sir. We must ensure that railways are protected. Higher operating ratio would mean higher sourcing of funds. Sir,
already told.
So 1 second.
Last and least, he already told you.
So 1 second, sir.
Okay, you can.
Sir.
You can.
Higher operating ratio would mean higher sourcing for funds from the ministry as well as the market borrowings. Sir, by raising all the above, so I would like to say one thing about the Honorable Minister. So I met Honorable Minister months before related to the issues of the railways Calicut, sir. Honorable Minister has intervened and got result. So I would like to appreciate Honorable Minister is Minister Sri Ashwini Vaishnaji, whose ability of the administration and contribution for the betterment and development of the railway. So I conclude my speech with the request that we all together, regardless of politics and parties, work together to make railways the backbone of our economy. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Raghavan. Now, Honourable Member Sri Ridesh Pandey.
Thank you very much.